Hey guys, welcome to the Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio and we're continuing our game of Xenogears. Yes, we're in the dungeon here. We're looking for relics, so I had to check what we did last time just to get back into what exactly is this dungeon here. And it's Zephyr, which is kind of a spiritual leader or something, Shavat's leader, Iron King, and she said that there was relics around the world, and this was a place where there were relics. So we're basically looking for relics to help us fight against Solaris, essentially. Okay. Okay, let me reload this. Whoa, 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 whoa. The fuck? Yeah, this is the same. Why not? Okay, we got the Shike. Square, square, triangle. Whoops. Nothing conspicuous. Nothing conspicuous. Conspicuous. Nothing conspicuous. Some kind of device part is inside here. Door lock system area A. But we just did a bunch of death blows and that didn't matter. Eh, whatever. Hey, shut up. Hey, Killor. We learned fuck A. Fuck-A, Chike, Kake, Suike, Yokoke, and Yamike. Another? Hell yeah. I like that they give you this here. This is nice. It's to learn the dead blows faster. The power is cut off. What's that there? What's that there? Want me to go see what's there? It appears that some kind of fuse, like the device has blown. Okay, probably need to change it, I guess. Oh, that's why when I looked at the box, it said nothing's in there. That's probably we're gonna look for some box. That door needs to be unlocked. Guess I'll look somewhere around here for it. Okay, but like, pretty sure I've been everywhere. Let's go back. Ah, shit. We just learned this. Ouch. I'm gonna go here again. Ah, but he said there was. I'm so happy I went. I almost didn't. I almost didn't go here, but I'm not gonna take any chances. Huh? Because there wasn't anything else anyway. It was a dead end on this side. Last time we went there, both boxes it said nothing conspicuous. Conspicuous. Okay. Replace a broken part. Okay. Okay, so now this door is open. That door there. I'm not sure about the other door in front of the entrance. I should go back. We need to get our dead blows up. You mean like doing a search in Reddit? I don't use Reddit that much. Oh, he killed me. Oh. What? What? I'm not sure what's the most powerful attack. It's probably circle, circle. Yeah, like I said before, he's more powerful than our character. I actually, like, objectively, second strongest. Well, I don't know. Here is the strongest, pretty much. Maybe once I get all my death blows. And in terms of hours, I'd like to see the stats. Oh, Maria is the strongest. Oh, I'm not using Maria. Yeah, just heal him. Okay, this is area B. I wanted to talk about something because we're getting close to the end, and I know that Faye is canonically the strongest by far, beats even Goku, but combat mechanics never match canon in games. Yeah, I mean, we know Faye is the most powerful, but in the combat, yeah, he's not really showing that power. He's good, he's not a bad character, but usually the main character is a little... Sometimes it's OP in certain RPGs, especially JRPGs. Your main character is like almost twice as strong as all the others, but he's usually stronger. I think this is the only game I've ever seen the main character is objectively weaker than the rest. Like, unless something happens in the... Well, even if something happens in the end, the entire game, Satan is just better. Yeah, I wanted... Because, well, you know about this, you might be able to chime in about this. So, this game was made with like two philosophers in mind. Probably a lot of other things. Gnostic religions. But... So I opened up the wiki of Carl Jung and the anima, which there is in this game. Talk about the anima, the collective unconsciousness, Sophia. It's all part of... and even though they introduced the id thing here, that's more Freud. I much prefer the Carl Jung philosophy, psychology, which I haven't really delved in since probably high school. You have to bring the mechs in also, you know, like, in terms of mechs, is the... Like, Maria probably has a mech, right? It's that, like, slim angel kind of mech. I don't think I've seen this. Emeralda. Who has the beefy one? Oh yeah, the big purple one? Oh yeah, he's huge. So while we come back here, I think this is it. I'll talk a little bit about this because I thought it was really interesting. the way Carl Jung sees the male, female, the anima. The anima is like the inner female side of males, and the animus is the female side. It's the male, like the male repressed sides of females. And for example, like they talk about, there's like 4 stages. I'll talk about the guy, and in this case, it's mostly Faye. Well, like they start as the way they see women and the way their repressed feminine side is reflected in that. Like there's 4 stages. The first is Eve. Eve is like the woman is object of desire, provider of nourishment, security, and love. And I'd say that a lot of guys just stay there forever until they die. They never evolve above that like first stage there. And I'd say like before like the 70s, 80s, and almost like for I don't know how many millennias, it seems that was it. Like the woman is object of desire, provider of nourishment, security, and love, and that's it. That it ends there. That's the woman. It's an object essentially. But then after there's and they all like Eve, Ellen, Mary, and Sophia. All characters or goddess from like different religions. Ellen is Ellen de Troy. She's a worldly achiever, intelligent, talented. The second is Ellen, an allusion to Ellen of Troy. In this phase, women are viewed as capable of worldly success and are being self-reliant. But that's just the second level. We just, yeah, I don't know where to go here. So let's follow the right wall, and I don't want to get lost while I talk about this. So intelligent, insightful, even if not altogether virtuous. This second phase is meant to show a strong schism in external talents. So it's good. It's much better than seeing the woman just as like object of desire. Mirror's Mech is giant robo anime reference. I don't know. I don't know what that is. And I feel that a lot of men, when they're at this level there, they're like, oh, I finally see the woman as what she should be, like an achiever, intelligent, talented, but also object of desire, nourishment, security, love. But now she's that. But there's 2 more levels. But I really feel that in our culture right now, a lot of people are stuck at this second, third level and think that, yeah, that's it, we're doing it, you know. Especially the third level, you'll see Mary. The third level is named after the Christian theological understanding of the Virgin Mary. At this level, women can now seem to possess virtue by the perceiving man, even if in an esoteric and dogmatic way, inasmuch as certain activities deemed consciously unvirtuous cannot be applied to her. It's kind of complicated, but it means that now they're virtuous. Like now the woman is a virtuous being, and maybe not even capable of bad qualities. Like at this point, you almost see the woman as some kind of divinity above men. And I feel that a lot of people are really there right now. Our society is kind of there right now. In terms of the men's view of women, I don't know about the rest. I'm a man. But the fourth one is, I think, what a lot of people are able to achieve, because I'm actually just capable of discussing with people that have achieved that fourth level. And that is the final phase of anima development, is Sophia, named after the Greek word for wisdom. Complete integration has now occurred, which allows women to be seen and related to as particular individual who possess both positive and negative qualities. The most important aspect of this final level is that, as the personification wisdom suggests, the anima is now developed enough that no single object can fully and permanently contain the images to which it is related. That must relate to a lot of other things in his books. I haven't read his books. But I thought that was like very interesting. I'm not the guy that sees the world as like these 4 stages, but it's a simplification of the way we all, or mostly all, think. The internet's terrible for human society. I don't know. I think that it's an enabler. It's a catalyst. It's moving things forward faster than I wanted to say normal, but there is no normality as it was before. Let's say there is no normal because this could be the new normal. But because of the internet, I think that we are now able to share a lot of ideas, a lot of ideologies and beliefs and ways to perceive life. For example, I can easily communicate with people around the world and see how they see the world, not just because I'm reading a book about China, but I can actually interact with Chinese people or Russian people or Japanese people or whatever. Not that people do it, but it is still there and some people are doing it. And things like Twitter, maybe some people don't like Twitter. Again, it's a tool. It's like a gun. You can use the tool for any ways. The human mind can use this tool to achieve great success. There is no success, but like kind of better our lives. But right now it's just like everybody's just yelling. But if you like look into, it's like the internet. There's a lot of shit, but there's gems and there's a lot of ways also to get to these kind of nexus or junctions of place where I think lots of great discussions and just great discussions, like different people in the same room or not really in the same room, but now we have the technology that it's almost like we're in the same room and we can discuss many things, depending on the people. If the people in the room are open to talk about everything, they can actually voice their opinion about all sorts of stuff, and which I don't think you had 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Definitely not 50 years ago. The closest to that would be like the forums back in the Greek, like I had almost said Greek mythology, but no, apparently that existed. But even then, I think that it was so limited you were limited by the citizens, and there was a lot of classism back then. There's still classes right now, but even somebody who is very, very low class can go on Twitter and by sheer luck or lots of things can propel someone, but their voice can be heard and can actually start something. Most of the countries you listed have internet traffic outside the country blocked. The countries I listed are countries that I had discussions with people from. So it's not like China cannot get to the internet. But yeah, they're very censored by their government. The idea is to bypass these systems. So if they cannot go on YouTube, well, they probably can't go on YouTube. There's probably places on YouTube they can't go. But yeah, I don't think that, apart from the places that do not have internet, I can converse with these people. I've conversed with the people that I said, Ukrainian, Russian, Japan, German, Norwegian, Brazil, France, UK. On the top of my head, that's it. But that's still like nice. And that's just me and my little own like and stupid Chameleon, The potential is there. It's just to use these tools intelligently with wisdom, not just intelligence. Wisdom is very important. Go into your feminine side. I also saw there was like a list of like feminine, masculine qualities. and I had like all the. For me, I see my feminine qualities higher than my masculine qualities. Um, okay, so here we have like feminine energy, receptive, passive, contractive, intuitive, inward. Masculine energy, projective, active, giving, expansive, outward. Well, it wasn't this list, but in this sense, it's pretty equal. I see myself more receptive than projective, more passive than active, but maybe more giving than contractive. I don't know what contractive is. Intuitive, expansive, I don't know. Inward, outward. I'm very inward. Like unconditional love, I'm very much like that. I said multiple times that I love everybody, kind of unconditionally. Like I don't really see races, culture, religion. Well, I see them, and I'm interested in seeing what's your culture, what your religion. But I won't say that you're a bad person or you're lower, or that my religion or my culture, my beliefs are better than yours. No, I will probably want to know why you think yours are better than mine, and try to understand. There's just probably millions of reasons, and I'll grow through that. Like I don't want to stay with my old. Like I'm not the guy that has this like fundamental way of seeing the world, and that's it. And this is like this little shielded thing that cannot be touched. No, on the contrary, it's more like I want to expand, and I want to grow, and I want to exchange. Anyway, there was also I can continue talking about the Carl Jung talks about the collective unconscious, but he has a definition of it that is not really what I would, if I've had the definition that. Yeah, but you would have to give me examples for that. I think that a lot of worldviews are very defendable. It's inscribed as the D line. Lines, D blocks are all closed off. Horrible? No, not really. It's very rare that I will horrible. Like is there like I don't know, like eating animals? I'm like, well, eating animals, I eat animals, but there's some animals that in my mind are kind of sacred, like dogs, horses, cats, blah blah blah. You know, you're probably at the same. So if a religion eats, another culture eats dogs, do I find it horrible? A little bit, as like kind of an inner knee-jerk reaction, because it's how I find horrible eating snails or eating insects for the same fucking reason. Because it's like, ugh, that's not what I would do, and I find that disgusting because in my culture it's disgusting. But a dog is just an animal like any other when you think about it. Like I wouldn't eat a dog, and I prefer to not eat any animal, but I'm a carnivore. I'm a carnivore. I fucking love meat. I don't just particularly love eating just meat, but no, I'm not. I'm far from a vegetarian. But my beliefs are aligned with a vegetarian, where I respect animals. I think it would be better if we wouldn't eat meat, or maybe reduce a bit. I don't know. Then we go into nutrition and stuff like that, which I won't go into that. I don't know. Is it good to not eat meat at all? I don't think so. Please activate the main system, which I think would be this. No? Looks like a big button. Then we have these things. This thing on the ground, can I pick it up? C2 behind the lid. 3 blocks is visible. 9 ace blocks are all closed off. Okay, I probably have to go somewhere else. Activating main system. Input activation code. Code A, I don't know. And even though I had this view way before I started watching Star Trek Next Generation, when I watched Star Trek Next Generation, I realized that not only I was not the only one who saw it like that, I know a lot of people saw that, but it was like culturally accepted in their fucking, one of the most popular, at least sci-fi TV show back then, Next Generation, where they treat all cultures like super. They even treat the Borg, like even Picard is such like the optimist, like almost a perfect human. Like his wisdom is amazing, and he would say things in the show that I was like, what? They said that back in '93 or something. What the fuck? And even though, yeah, people liked it back then, I don't think that it was taken that seriously, or that the philosophy of the show could be applied to our own life. But I think totally. Like, yeah, he treats the Borgs as another species, and he said we can't eradicate the Borgs, and kind of tries to change a Borg into something better, and then, like, it's, even when there's aliens that are evil, it's still never like eradication, and always communication and understanding all the fucking time. Only Next Generation. Original series, not like that. DS9, not like that. Voyager, not like that. Only Next Generation, only Picard. Or during the Picard era. I'm not sure about the show Picard, I haven't seen it. The Nazi wanting to kill all the Jews. Well, yeah, exactly. Like, that's like, for me, as a human being, I think it's objectively bad, because you're talking about the eradication of another culture, like I said about Next Generation. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Try to understand them. Why are they like that? Why do you see them like that? What is this? There's a divide. You're there, they're there, you're you, they're the others, and they're the enemy because you decided that they're the enemy, and you decided that eradicating them would prevent the problem. The problem has nothing to do with the Jews or whatever like that. The thing that will happen, I've seen that in other video games, and I did kind of talked about it on stream because I think it's important to talk about. I don't think people talk about philosophy as much as they should, and this will bring me back to the collective unconscious that I actually believe in. So what happens if you're like, for example, right now, right, left in the US, and I'm sure that a lot of people on the far right would be like, kill all the left, and then problem solved, and people on the left would be like, kill all the right, or they go away, and then problem solved. But history has shown that that's just like stupid. They just moving the problem to just further down the line historically. What's gonna happen is these beliefs, they will probably they happen for a reason, and unless this reason just disappears out of nowhere and it's probably anchored into the culture, it's gonna come back in a couple of years. It's just gonna come back. It happened once, it's probably gonna happen again. So the right's gonna kill the left. These are all examples, whatever. The left's dead, the right's left. The ups are gonna kill the downs. The ups are like, we killed the downs, and then 10 years, 20 years, a couple of generations later, maybe forgetting the errors of their ways, of the ways of the downs, they will just again separate like that, like that, like that. We all separate. The idea is to, again, try to, there is common ground. There is definitely common ground to be found. That I definitely believe that. I don't think that everyone should think the same. I think we should be able to live in a world like in TNG. They were able to live in a galaxy where the Klingons were very honorable, warlike, and blah blah blah. And you had the Romulans, and you had the and with all these people in the galaxy, they were still able to find peace, or some peace, especially around the Federation. I know this is all fiction, but you could see in the series that it's something to strive to, and I think it's something that's achievable. Will it take 100, 1,000, 10,000, a million years? I don't know. But the idea that it's unachievable, or we're too primitive, well, yeah, just go climb up a tree and eat an apple, and we're back in fucking primitive times. Like, what's the idea here? Do you want to go forward? Do you want to, like, think like more forward and accept others and try to, because I'm firmly in belief that if you would be in the shoes of of your enemy, if you would live what your enemy has lived, it would be your best friend. Yes, exactly. But that's another side of a philosophy of accepting, but you still have to draw a line. You can't just like you have to draw a line and say, if you can't accept others, well, that's where like this really can't continue, because eventually you won't accept me. So, but it's not like let's eradicate them. You think that, oh, let's eradicate them, right? Like when you have your kids and your kids do things that are bad, like they can't stop. They just do things that are bad. Do you eradicate them? Or do you teach them? And they can teach you too. And a kid and you, there's class here. There's like you're higher than them, but in a society where all humans should be pretty much equal, I don't see why you couldn't be able to teach another teach you and be like, oh, okay. Because in a religion where they eradicate people that don't believe what they believe, that's the belief of the religion. But when you talk to the individual, you realize that, oh, and there may be a reason why that religion believed that. Maybe that belief has been installed into this culture because they wanted to be like secluded, or they wanted to be in their own thing, their own bubble, and they maybe in their past they had some unknown foreigners that came into their culture, their country, and something bad happened, and then they wrote into their big book of oldies, whatever, of their culture, religion. When I say culture and religion, for me, it's kind of all in the same. It's all the same. It's beliefs. It's what you believe, and sometimes it's something that's written in a big book, but sometimes it's just something that's been just. It's kind of an unconscious, which will bring me to the fucking collective unconscious. So yeah. Mr. Carl Jung believed in the collective unconscious, which like the most you have like your unconscious. You have like your exterior self, you have unconscious, and then you have your collective unconscious, which is like the deep fundamental levels. And that's related to the game. That's why I'm talking about this. And it's kind of things that are like almost in your genes, where he explains, he says, that's why there's things in cultures in the East and the West, and even though these cultures didn't touch themselves, it kind of for example, dragons or there's been floods in religious texts all around the world. Even though was there a flood? Maybe there was a flood. I actually believe that if it's all everywhere, maybe. It's really weird that there were dragons in like Japan, east side, like China, Japan. They were different the dragons from like the Europe dragons, but it was still dragons. And anyway, there's a lot to say about that. I won't go into that. But like he believed that the collective unconscious is kind of like what we're born with. Like you're born, you have that inside. This is what it is to be a human, and then you build your unconscious on that. And you build like yourself and your expression of yourself to others, your projection of yourself to others when you interact. Yeah, and I won't talk about what I believe. Fuck that. 64. So we're back here now. They want to create superior race. They want the Aryan all blonde hair, blue eye. Woof, that's like kind of at this point. This is legend. Yes, they wanted superior race. It was eugenics, but I think we're gonna get into eugenics anyway. We're getting there anyway. So it's like we're not even learning from the past. So it's really stupid. And this is not like the millions of years ago. So yeah, to bring it back to this game, Carl Jung believes in the masculine, feminine, the yin-yang. In the Nissan religion, there's two one-winged angel, masculine, feminine, uniting themselves, becoming needing themselves to fly, you know, to grow, to become higher. And that's what Carl Jung believes, is that we all have like feminine qualities, masculine qualities, and doesn't necessarily relate to sex. Again, I think I have like way more qualities, feminine qualities. I'm not trans, I'm not gay, I love pussy. But yeah, in terms of like what is usually like, I don't like princesses and the color pink, and that has nothing to do with it. It's all about like, what are you? Like, are you very pragmatic, or you're more like into your intuition? That sort of stuff. It's also what the Freemason believes. There's a lot of people that actually believe that it's the only fusion of the male and female. The male and the female, and only fusion and physical fusion, creating life, becoming God. God merging and coming from the two opposite and becoming one and creating life. I feel I may not doing enough circles, and that's why my death blows are just stalled. Area B. Area B. Well, I bought the things I needed. Oh, the input activation code is this maybe? For main system use. It's inscribed as the A line. Line A's blocks are each time I click there's something different. Lines A's blocks are closed off. For the main system, it's inscribed as the B line. The number 3 block is visible. The C line is inscribed as C2 behind the lid. This one's different, it says C2 instead of just a number. the D line. They're all closed off. So it's maybe like the numbers I need to put in. So D is 0, this one 2 maybe? He says twice it's described as the C line, why? I don't know. Then he says it's described as C2 behind the lid. Then here it says a number 3 is visible. And A, well, maybe 0. So let's try that. I'll go check what you're talking about. A, let's say 0. B, 3. C2. D, 0. It says C-2, activating main system. Ah. Is he like, ha 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 ha, I did it. Door lock system is now operational. Door lock area B deactivated. Done. Is this the one? How about that one? Oh, okay. Yeah, actually I want to go back to the beginning. Oh, I'm in the global spot. Because there was a door, a B2 door up there. Like Wild Smile and works in. I don't even know Wild Smile. What Wild Smile is. Oh, not this thing. God damn it. I hate this fucking thing. What the best way to get rid of this shit? Because he eats me if I do a death blow. But he lets me do a couple. Were they called rocks? You have to be really specific. What's the name of the item? Was it rocks? You picked up rocks? I don't think so. Probably not. Remember, like, I asked you if there was side stuff and you essentially said, fuck that. So I stopped there. If you hadn't said anything, I would have looked it up. So I hope that what you said was like correct. Because if you weren't there, I would have looked it up. I trusted you. You played this game 53 times. I'm trusting you more than GameFAQs. It's not important. Okay, but oh my god. How do I deal with this shit? It's so long to kill this guy. It's like 20 minutes. It's crazy. And once you eaten your guy, you're fucked? Yeah. He has the ice attack. It's not... He's gonna get eaten right after he's gonna do it. Use fire shield on the enemy, then use ice attack. Okay. It'll do big damage. Because when you do fire shield, you become weaker to big damage. It'll be enough to kill him because I need to kill him. It'll probably not be enough to kill him. So when I do block water attack, this is not just block fire attack. Or... yeah, this is not just block a fire attack. It'll weaken you against ice. They don't say that. Oh. There was space in the menu to write that. I guess it's my fault. I didn't read the manual, but I don't know why I didn't read the manual for this game. Or maybe I did. If I did, there wasn't much in that manual. I didn't read the Japanese manual, which is probably thick like this. The US manual is like, insert cart, epilepsy, seizure warning, credits, notes, 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 notes. Now, which one is it? Oh, fuck. Is it? No, that's Ace of Fire. God damn it. It's triangle, square, square, I think. It's triangle, square, square, circle. 3,000? 2,000? 3,000? Come on, 3,000? Not even 3,000. It wouldn't have killed him if he wasn't that, like, already beat up. It's so long to kill that guy. And I just come here, I use an Omega Soul, boom, we're full, you're full, you're full. You get an Omega Soul, you get an Omega Soul. Completely OP item, should not even be in the game. Reducing tents, like tents are not even useful anymore. The card game, yes, no, I never played the card game. No, I avoided the card game. And it seems that the card game was available in a really slim part of the game and then boop! You don't have access to it anymore. No, no, no. I don't do mini games. I don't do that kind of shit. I'm just interested in development of the story. So that's why the rocks you said no, because I asked you if there was scenes or mini quests, you know, or side stuff that you could do that would expand a little bit on the lore. Not items. Those I don't care. Because at the beginning of the game I was going around almost every room and smashing that circle button, and I think eventually I gave up. And it looks like the moment I gave up is when the game was just giving you a ton of shit. So it really feels like I missed out on a lot of stuff because, I don't know, eventually I grew tired, it wasn't giving me much, and it was, I don't know. Like, I can't believe I missed all those rock things. Where the fuck were they? What the fuck? I never came back to old areas because I felt that there was nothing. The game is so well written, and you don't want to be distracted by other things. Like I wasn't really interested in going around in another town for half an hour and realize that I'm wasting my time and then go back into the main story. This game has a structure that is very linear, and it's not. I'm not saying it's a negative. It's that it's a positive in this game. It may be a negative in other games, but the writing of this game is for these characters to evolve and this story to evolve, and everything else is not super important. A choo-choo in the choo-choo shop gives you clues to their location. Oh yeah. Choo-choo, my favorite character. Like, I know Maria may be the strongest character, and Emeralda seems to be a character that's way more important than it looks like, but the game has done not much to show you her importance. That I feel there's a lot of characters that seem like fluff. For me, there's 4 characters, main characters that you use in your party. Faye, Setan, Ellie, Bart. Rico seem fluffy. Chuchu super fluff. Billy seems like fluff, even though he is related to the story, I guess. But his father's more interesting than him. Then who am I missing? Again, Emeralda, I think she's super important, but the game has done an extremely poor job in showing you this. Maybe it's gonna happen later. Maria, with a game, there's so many of these characters, and the evil characters are so interesting that Maria is so down my list of characters that I care about. Can you give me a rundown on what I should know right now about Maria? If there's something later, don't tell me. If you're not sure, don't tell me. But you played this game 50 times, you probably know. Who am I missing here? But these are the characters you control. No. After we're done with the game. Like, I'm just gonna type Maria Xenogears and read like Maria. Maria is Marguerite. What? No, it's not Marguerite. She just looks like Marguerite. Yeah, gear designer. Yes, she's the daughter of Balthazar. Yes, okay. She's the daughter of Balthazar. Okay. It's weird because here you Google Maria Xenogears, and I shit you not, the first image they give you of Maria is Marjorie. On the right. Like, it's Maria Balthazar Xenogear Wiki fandom, and then there's a big picture of Marguerite. What? She's a grandson of Balthazar, the old man ball. Okay, but not a character that they explained a lot about. Yeah, well, yeah, you can. It's okay. Now I'm a bit confused where I was going. Oh yes, I was going back to the beginning. Check your shop thing. I know I asked you multiple times and you never answered, and maybe you just don't want to answer. But please say I don't want to answer, so I at least know that you heard the question. How many hours do you think is left here? Six, maybe less. Wow. Well, I'm taking my sweet time with this dungeon. Okay, yeah, this guy. You said it was a character gear? Character item? Accessory? Mind guard, evasion ring, defense, speed, stamina, black helmet. So I bought a bunch of these. Not everybody's equipped with them. Oh, do I need to equip everybody because at the end battle we're gonna need every single one of my characters? Or if I don't give a shit about Choo Choo, we don't give a shit. I actually named every single character there. I didn't forget one. Woohoo! I really thought I forgot one or two. Evasion rings. So this is OP? So what, like 6, 7, 8, 12? Let's go with 6. Yeah, I know one per character, but does Chuchu need one? 6 is enough. I have my wizardry ring right now. You don't use Chuchu, okay. I respect you a little more now. Damn, Chuchu. What are you doing in this fucking game? Yeah, every time this game... Usually I love humor in my game. And there's good humor. There's humor in this game, it's okay. But a lot of the places in the game where they go beyond a little bit and they're a little stupid, I'm like, no, this is not the game for it. Like Final Fantasy, okay, and Underage RPG maybe, Lufia, Lunar. But this game, I don't know. I don't know. Like this game didn't need Chuchu. Dude, Chuchu transforms into a big Chuchu and destroys a mech, right? Like what the fuck? They cut stuff in this game because it couldn't fit on multiple CDs or didn't have time and blah 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 blah. But still, Chuchu. Chuchu was prioritized over other things in this game that was cut. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break. If you want to give me a little lore that maybe I should know at this point in the game, or things that are not obvious that should be known, stuff like that. Try to be as vague as possible, like the game.
And all new playable characters, not to mention some of the meanest bosses you'll ever encounter. Metal Gear Solid 2, Substance, only on Xbox. Rated M for mature from Konami.
What the?
Finally, in the depths of his greatest humiliation, he is imprisoned in his own stony form. As the ignorant residents of Corrandia sleep, their worst nightmare begins. And Malcolm prepares to greet the world again.
The Secret of Monkey Island, a game so big only the Sega's CD could hold it. You are Guybrush Threepwood, would-be pirate. Something's afoot on these islands, and it's up to you to find out what's what. A graphic adventure game has never been so easy. Using the award-winning SCUM system, walking, talking, taking is as simple as pointing the cursor and pressing a button. The Secret of Monkey Island offers adventure gamers a new kind of storytelling experience that includes logic puzzles, complex conversations, and side-splitting humor. Available now from LucasArts Games and JVC, The Secret of Monkey Island sets new standards for Sega Genesis CD games.
Introducing Descent 2. 10 new weapons, 30 new levels, twice the 360-degree insanity.
I'm not throwing Hail Marys. I'm saying them.
Descent 2 for PC.
You're going down.
Stars are trying to force Nikolai's to create Man Gear Fusion to remove basically the input delay. Yeah, I remember they talking about the input delay. They took hostages his wife and daughter to force him to work. They touched on that. I'm not sure if they remember saying the Man Gear thing, like merging the Man Gear. I don't remember them mentioning that though. Oh, okay. Well, isn't that the same as in this is Evangelion stuff right there. So this perfect work thing, is that stuff that they wanted to put in the game, or it's just stuff that was on the side and they were, you know, like just back lore? They're not necessarily supposed to be in the game, but it's still there, and if they have question, they can refer to that. Or was that supposed to be a sequel or a prequel or stuff for other games that they had planned to do? Did they want to do, like, this was supposed to be episode 5. Did they want to do all the other episodes? Like, for me, this is very unclear. Especially since a lot of people have told me that Xenosaga is a completely different thing, and even though somewhat related, not really. And I'm like, what? Why didn't they redo this? Like, they don't have to redo this, because they can't. Because this is a property of Squaresoft, but they still could redo it, you know, they could easily redo it. Redo this entire story with different characters, different stuff, like even upgraded it and bring their newfound wisdom from their life that happened since the last time they wrote this. It's baffling to me. Nothing makes any sense. It's almost like they... I didn't play Xenosaga, but it's almost like they wanted to, like, no, this was our younger selves. Now we're doing Xenosaga, and this is our baby, or this is it, you know? Because if I was a writer and I would have written something like this back in my 30s, and then a couple of years later I would write something else, I would probably feel that the latest thing that I did, my most upgraded self, well, that's the best, or, you know, that's better than my first. That was a first draft. This is my second draft. So they did want to make other episodes. Man, that would have been amazing. I think this could have been transformed into an anime series, I feel, easily. We already have all the designs of the characters, all the designs of the... We already have 75% of the design done. Maybe 100%. And the story's written. So, you know, like, there's so many things that are already done that normally takes money and time to do. And I think that it's a powerful piece of art. I don't know if it didn't sell well or what. It's weird that there's no other Xenosaga. It's also weird, but that may be respectful from them that Squaresoft didn't decide to do a Xenosaga 2 when the original guys were boofed, because that happened all the fucking time and it's extremely annoying. Extremely fucking annoying. Fallout is an example. It's the case with almost every single one of, like, big franchise back in the day. The original guy does an amazing stuff in a studio, then he just moves on with his life, or he does other games elsewhere, but then the studio, the publisher, whatever, just takes this game and does a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth. Not all 6 episodes were meant to be games. They were going to make more games, but they wanted some episodes to be other forms of media. That's what I would have wanted. Like other forms of media in here. The out of order Star Wars thing, that is myth. That is total myth. When George Lucas wrote Star Wars, it was never meant to be a 9-part series like it is right now. It wasn't even supposed to be a 6-part series. The original Crawl did not. The original Crawl back in the theaters did not have episode 5 at the top. That's just George Lucas saying, oh, I'm gonna put episode 5 then. Oh, and then Hans Nod's gonna shoot first, and then something else, and then I'm gonna change that, and then shut up. It's literally the painter coming back into the museum. Actually, that happened back in the day. The original painter would go back in the museum and touch up his fucking painting. Hey! Don't do that, motherfucker. That's crazy. Oh, this door leads us back right here. Oh. Oh yeah, when this was made, the legend was that it was a part of a big series, and in his head it was the episode 5 and the thing. In his head, yes, he had a bigger story, and he wanted to make 3 movies, and he pitched it as 3 movies, but then there was that wasn't possible. So he took the 3 movies and crunched them in 1 movie, because it was at the end of the 3rd movie that the Death Star was supposed to explode. So he took like the 3 movies and he did. And he made Star Wars with that. And Star Wars exploded, so when it was like, oh, now I can make my sequels? Oh, but I already told pretty much all I had to say in my... Oh, well, whatever. I'll hire somebody else, because at that time, he just hired... what's his name? I don't remember his name, but... somebody else to write Empire Strikes Back. And probably gave him some ideas, but... And then... the 3rd one. He had way more input in the 3rd one. With the Ewoks and all that. I think that was his idea. Yeah, the part that people love the most. When I was young, I loved those parts. Of course I did. But I'm not young anymore. So the only door that hasn't opened... Unless there was another B door... elsewhere. Please tell me if I'm missing something in this dungeon. I'm using you as my walkthrough right now. Episode 6 to this day is a complete mystery. We'll never know. Okay, this fucker. Oh, I hate you. Arcane. I could do attack up, defense down on everybody. Let's do this. By the time this was made, okay, the other episodes that were planned for this were the other time periods. Yeah. Yeah, it looks super interesting, but at the same time, if it's like all the media that eventually I had, all the stories, I was satisfied with Alien and not really too much background on the pilot's technology and all that. I was happy with not a lot of backgrounds on the Predator. I was happy with not a lot of background in Star Wars and what was the Clone Wars. My mystical headcanon of the Clone Wars was so much better than the actual Clone Wars. So much darker and so much, like the way the you watch that scene in Star Wars and Kenobi's like the Clone Wars, and you can see like that guy's seen shit like the Clone Wars. And in my head, it seemed like the most crazy. I was like, the Clone Wars. So they were cloning soldiers. Holy fuck! Can you imagine the bloodbath and the we don't give a shit because it's just clones? But they didn't really touch on that in the prequels. Like in my mind, it was like an abomination. Like, oh, who gives a shit about eugenics and the Nazis? Clones. Well, fuck robots, clones. It's just like, whoa, holy! It just blew my mind. And then we got the prequels. I was like, oh, that's the Clone Wars. Fuck, you know. I know. I trust these guys more than George Lucas, but still, I think sometimes there's something about the mystery. It's important to have all. It's nice that they had all this backstory because when they were writing the story, they could reference these things. And when the player doesn't really understand everything, he doesn't need to understand everything, and it feels like a lived-in world. Lord of the Rings is a good example of that. Like, there was a lot of supplemental material to Lord of the Rings that never made it in the books because Tolkien was just writing stuff, and then he was writing stuff about language, about culture, and then when he was writing Lord of the Rings, it was okay, yeah, I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna change that, Anyways, moving on. Okay, so now just attack with non-combo stuff. Then you can do arcane. Attack up, defense down. Everybody, that'll help. Yeah, we can continue attacking. Oh shit, no, I didn't want to do that. No, I definitely didn't want to do that. Now he's gonna eat me and all I wanted to do is... Oh no, he's gonna eat me. Don't eat me! Okay. Fuck! Cancel. Okay, cool. Okay, whew. Arcane. Block fire attack. Or block fire, it could be anything. Do you have a water attack? I don't know. What's this? Fouquet is... probably non-elemental. Uh-oh, he's gonna eat me. I don't know what triggers when he eats me or not. So, triangle, square, square, circle. So what is Perfect Works? Is it available in English? Well, once I'm done with this game, I have so many plans when I'm done with this game that have nothing to do with the streaming. It's all about me. Me. But, I'm gonna watch. There's a podcast. It's Arc of some. Anyway, there's a multiple. If you go on YouTube and Xenogears podcast explanation or something. I started watching the first couple of episodes, but then I kind of stopped because I didn't want to. They don't spoil anything. They actually do not want to spoil, but they do talk a lot about stuff. I also started watching my own playthrough of events that I didn't remember a lot. But once I'm done with this, I'm going to watch that entire podcast. I'm going to watch a bunch of fucking videos on YouTube. And then I'm going to watch probably my own playthrough, skipping all the battles of the entire game from start to finish. And then I think I'll be complete with this game. I won't know as much as Kilo here. Unless after this I'm like, oh fuck this, but probably not. I'm actually very interested in where this is all going, what they're trying to say, if they're saying anything, because if you throw Freud and Carl Jung in there and religion and all stuff, I mean, it's not like everything just fits perfectly, and this is a fictional story and all, but I'm really interested in how it all ends. If it ends, even though this was supposed to be a 6-episode thing. Booting up the central elevator's lock system. Releasing the central elevator's lock. Done. Okay. State of the art. Well, that's what I'm watching. State of the art podcast, so. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. But what is wrong? Like you would talk with them and you would say you did wrong, and they would say, but what do you think? And you'll say, but I think this, and then they'll say, but no, what you think is wrong because of that and that, and then you'll say, oh, like where does the wrong and right begin? You know, unless you're quoting the creator of the game, everything is speculation, apart from facts of the game. But if you say like, so for example, in Arc of the podcast, they suppose it that Faye is maybe inspired by the drunken monks, or a drunken monk that was called Fei Wang Zhong or something like that. His name was exactly the same or very similar. But that could be speculation. I mean, there's nothing, and does that impact anything really? Okay, but I'm interested in what they do say wrong, because at least they I mean in episode like 3 maybe, they talked about stuff. Like they did, in the comments they talked about that, and they came back, and they seem to be. I mean, they don't go into speculation, at least for now. So it's all based on what the characters are talking, and well, speculation about the meaning of what they're saying. But that anybody can do that. That's fine. We could do it. It's whatever. And they have a lot of knowledge about video games and about philosophy. They also, like, I don't even know these two guys. I just subscribed to their channel because of that podcast, and now I'm interested in seeing their other content. They are very well knowledge about what makes a game work and what doesn't work. I absolutely love the fact that he almost started the podcast by saying we will dissect this game, and maybe we'll say things that you don't like. We will say that this is a bad thing. Why did this a bad thing? You know, like, we will critique the game and maybe negatively, and they had to like make a disclaimer of it, and I was like, okay, I like that you said that. I don't think anybody needs a fucking disclaimer on opinions, but you know, YouTube is YouTube, people are people, and again, this is a culture thing. Like, my culture, my belief of I don't have a culture really, it's my own self-culture, self-beliefs, and I don't give a shit. Like, give your opinion, I want your opinion, give it to me. I want all the little nitty details. I want to know what they talk 30 minutes before the podcast, and I want to know what they talk 30 minutes after the podcast. Give it all to me. It's just it's a time thing. I don't have the time. I'm literally watching these podcasts at 1.5 speed, just because it's just like there's just so much time in a fucking day, you know. So that's open. I don't know. Let's go back here. Okay, well, you can elaborate maybe later. I don't know. You on Discord. I'll give direct quote from the script or prefer. Okay. Oh, I don't mess with. I'm talking about Renlo. Okay, the stuff I view as mistakes are not opinion based at all. Okay. Well, if they made mistakes, in the first maybe like 6 episodes, you could tell me, or at the beginning, maybe you don't remember which episode they talked about. But up until like up until I don't know, like the battle, like the big military battle, where you see the map and they're like they're gonna attack this. No, I'm not saying you're wrong. Don't take it personal. Again, I trust you more than almost anybody because I believe you. I could not believe you that you played this game so many times, but I believe you. So if I believe that, then afterwards everything kind of like, yeah, well, I mean, if I believe that you actually played this 53 times, I mean, at this point, this doesn't just mean 53. There's baggage with that. You say, I played this game 53 times, so in my mind, unless you're very different than me, oh my god, if he played 53 times, that means that he's knowable about other things around. He didn't sit down there and played 53 times, you know, like he talked about the game to other people, he watched podcast videos, read books, blah 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 blah. You know. So I was actually surprised when I asked you about like the translation, and you were like, "Oh, I just played the English translation." I'm like, "Wow, you played 53 times, and you're not more interested in other types of translation?" There seem to be a lot of translation error or mistranslation. The way the ARC podcast treat the writer is extremely respectable because, as they explain, unless they're wrong on that, it seems that in the end he was alone to finish it because everybody's like, "Goodbye, I'm gone. This is too much for me. I can't localize this shit." And that's what I'm saying. I know. So you didn't have to say that. I know that you did more than 53 playthroughs. That's obvious unless you're fucking autistic or so. You probably are. I can't read Japanese. I would play it in Japanese. I've had specific parts translated. But there's a Perfect Works mod you can install. You probably know about it. And this mod, by default, gives you a retranslation of the game. I think it's by default. I had to untick everything. You don't like that mod. Okay. Well, it's the mod I'm using right now. But again, I unticked everything. Literally everything. Except... No, it wasn't even this mod that made the square circle separate. That was another mod. And now I can finally do my shit, right? I did put his man... Oh, that's the second time I do that. It didn't eat me the first time. Man, these battles are just too long. Oh my god. I need to kind of shut up and play the game now. Yeah, he doesn't eat me, so I'll do my dead blows until he decides to eat me. So, okay. Sorry, Dory. The ARC podcasts are like, "Sorry, Dory, that's stupid. Man, sorry, nobody says that. Sorry, Dory." It's Bart. Bart doesn't say sorry. Bart's not sorry. So he says, "Sorry, Dory." Explain. Explanation. That fucking Honeywood guy was so smart. He knew his thing so much. He knew the character of Bart. He understood the character of Bart. That Bart would not say sorry. He would say, sorry, Dory, or something like that. Or some stupid thing that is kind of sorry, but not a real sorry. It's like, oh, I love you, man. You know? It's not the same that I love you. I love you, man. Say I love you, man, to your wife. See if it lands as much as I love you. It's the same type of shit. It's like kind of... I don't want to say sorry, but whatever, sorry. It's a whatever sorry. It's a... Nah, fuck off with that shit. He gave it character. No, Bart already had character. Now you're diminishing the Japanese original written text, which actually, according to Mr. from the ARC podcast, one of the two knows Japanese, and he says that it's an expression. He said something in Japanese that is kind of a sorry, but not. It's exactly that. It was a correct translation. But because nobody says sorry, Dory, they were like, oh, I've never heard sorry, Dory. You know, maybe it's because I played this game before, and because I watched my friends play it. Maybe because we made fun of that line. I don't remember. But when I played it and I saw sorry, Dory, it felt natural. I did laugh and I did point it out, but it felt natural. It didn't feel out of character. If Bart would have said, oh, sorry, that would have felt weird. The perfect mod removes character. Try to be literal. Oh, well, that's not good at all. Yeah, it's... Yeah, localization... Maybe one of the artist's job with air traffic controller. It's just you can't translate culture. You cannot. You cannot translate culture. Okay, I hope this is the right door. Well, not this is a door to the B section, but there's an elevator here that I unlocked. I just don't know where it is. Let's go forward. No, this is the fucking entrance. Oh, I keep being turned around. Oh my god, not the same fucking creatures. God damn it. Ah, and then we start like that. And I don't want the stream to be just this fucking dungeon. I want to open the map at this point and just get on with it. I'm getting lost, I'm getting turned around. The battle takes so much time that when I come back of the battle, I don't know where I'm going. The fact that I'm talking is not helping. Yeah, you said that already. That's okay, you can repeat it. That's all. I'm not saying that. You said that already. Shut up. No, I need to heal you. I can use combos here, but I want to learn, so I'm gonna use all the buttons that I can. Oh, it's cat time. Hey, she's moving. I need to move the camera. Like, she's always more... Like, she's always more on this side. These days, she's always behind me. I don't understand why. She sits there. She used to sit more there. Used to see her more. Fucking cat. Does what she wants. She should be my slave. It's like she's a lamb. Razzle dazzle. Fucking love that animation. This is just an asshole. It's almost impossible to fail here. Then they come back. On top of that, at the end of the battle, they just come back up at 1 L. Bon, là, serious time. In what direction am I going? I think I'm going back. Right, yes. Okay, so we know that in that direction here, that's a dead end. Okay. Let's go in that direction. Fuck it. Unless the elevator is outside. Shit. I'm gonna look at map. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm ashamed of myself. I should be. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're done with that. We opened up the elevator. Oh my god. Wow, I stumbled upon like somebody that like did maps like whoa, amazing. Anyway, that's not what I want, really. Where are we? What is this place called? Because I've seen maps of these dungeons. What's your website? Well, apparently maybe there is a map. Well, if I scroll all the way down to this. Yeah, somebody took a photo of all the map, but like, it's weird and maybe not the best, but it works. And it's cool because you can see all the environment on one big giant page. Wow. Oh, is that it? No. I hope that they're in order. Oh, this is the one. Okay. So, oh my god, this is a shitty map. Or it's so simple that I shouldn't even be lost in here. Probably. No, we've done that. I think they probably use the same textures. I don't know. I don't even know where I am. Nah, whatever. God damn it. Okay, it's a simple dungeon. Simple dungeon. It's just a simple dungeon. Okay, it's somewhere around here. Somewhere here. There's a place I haven't been to. Not now that fucking no. Okay. Did you already go down the elevator? No, I don't think so. That's the thing, I'm unlocked an elevator, I just don't know where it is. Oh, I know where there's a map. It's ASCII maps, but this is a simple map, so. At the save point? Yeah. Oh, it's at the save point? Oh. But there's... Oh, okay. I'll go back then. No, I know. But I've been into all the doors. I keep avoiding the center. I don't know why. I keep going around it. Kind of like if it's a trap or something. I don't know why it's... Okay, that's why. Because in my mind, I've done all the dungeon. There's no other parts. Oh. Yeah, you go here. Oh, the entire center thing is an elevator. Ah. It's important for your guide. Analyze me, judge my playthrough. See the errors of my ways. Enter the code. I don't know. Oh, that's the code you were talking about. Or no, there was another code. Address C. Address B and address A? Ah, current code condition. Zero is a default value, please ignore it. Oh, okay, A, B, C, D, okay. Release lock. Really? Above us? Let me write this down. Well, you just said that. Apparently I missed that room too. Oh, at this point I would rather like not have any encounters. Can we run? There's games that it's really bad to run. I can't even think of one, apart from the ones in this dungeon. Oh shit, I forgot to put the other on. Oh, no. Oh my god, I hate those puzzles. Because I have no ear and I cannot recognize any beeps or boops. They all sound like beeps and boops to me. I was literally like, okay, beep, beep, boop. Literally. Yeah, you can go laugh at me in my stream. Okay, so we did this. That's done. That's the central elevator. Is that the little room you were talking about? Wait. All these panels maybe do something. No. Aha! Animal relic lock off code. Input numbers so the vertical and horizontal sums are equal without reusing the same numbers. Input numbers so the horizontal and vertical sums are equal without reusing the same number. Okay, that's it. Oh, same thing. To unlock Animal Relic, lock-off codes must be inputted into terminals A to D, which are situated around the center. Upon completion, the main system will be engaged. Wow, and when I entered, I clicked on that, and then I went around and I clicked a little bit, but I was still maybe facing that first computer. It did the same thing, and I was like, oh, I'm done. You really have to click on every single thing. Every single panel. So if there's a batch of computers with like 3 screens, yeah, click on every, go in front of every screen and click. By click, I mean press circle or square. Or square. So we have the information we needed. We can go down. There's no enemies in this section. This one is different than the others, but when the panel isn't the same. Like this, but current code condition. So yeah, I wrote that. I don't know what that means. Then it says 0 default value, please ignore it. Then code address. Again, I don't know what this is. I guess there's always a 7 in the middle. It's the same thing. 97136. I don't understand what's the difference between that and the other one. This now it says ABCD. I don't know if we can we probably can't change the middle one. Right? We can input all the we can input this at 1 to 9. But I don't know how to input the middle. Oh, maybe just these screens here. No. So I'm guessing 7 is always in the middle, but I could be wrong. Well, is it just me or it's already solved? I don't get it. It says 971673. It's already 16 both ways. What's the puzzle here? I just need to enter B9A6. Look, 9 plus 7. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. That doesn't work. That's 18. No, I'm sorry. Okay, so I don't know why these numbers are there. It's probably just to show us that 7 is in the middle. But the middle number doesn't matter anyway. It could be anything. I put 0. I put 1 there. It's going to affect the horizontal and the vertical, so who cares? So we basically need to just get like 2 numbers. I don't know. It's if I do 1 and then 4 here, can I do 3 and 2? Right, that works, right? That's too simple. I'm missing something here. And that 1 could be up or down, or it doesn't matter. It matters what's the opposite of it. Address A. Well, I put 3, but it's locked. Oh. Oh. 1? Okay. 2? Okay. So not all the numbers are usable. 2 is usable. 3 is not usable, at least not address A. Well, it says where 2 is used right now. I haven't entered anything yet. And it's like, oh no, 1 is locked. Locked where? Where is it locked? Where is 1? Because it's on this diagram here? Because this... Oh, there's a 4 there. I didn't see that. Oh, I changed that myself. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Okay, now I get it. They were at 0. Now I put 4 there. Okay, so we have 9, 7, 1, 3, 6, and then I need to put all the other numbers around. We need to put 2, 4. Well, we have access to 2, 4, 5, 8. And that's it. That's it. 2, 4, 5, 8. It's not that many combinations. Let's put 2 here and 4 here. Oh no, 4. No. There's so many things written here, but and if I make a mistake, okay, I need to restart this. Oh, I might use a, yeah, I might use my phone just to be sure, because if I make a mistake and say, no, that's not it, and move on to something else when it was it. I have no way of, like, need to restart from the beginning. I'm not using the fucking okay. No but if I change these two, whatever, we'll try. I probably made a mistake when I was doing myself. And I have to do it all over again. That makes no sense. Great. Wait, I can just start with, like... Yeah, I know that this is 17. And this is 60. Like, without the with other numbers. Does that help me? Man, it's such a I need to restart again. I can't read. There's so many numbers above everything, and it's just. I feel really dumb. I'm sorry. I want to finish this. You could just give me the answer, but now I would really feel fucking dumb. Bon, je l'ai, esti. Bon, calice. Pas si compliqué, tabarnak. Just write it down, man. That works. I'm gonna do it again. Yes. No. Ah, fuck. Really? God damn it. I thought I had it. No? No, that's not it. That's... I'm sorry. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, just see the top one is... No, that's not. Which is A. Okay, A is the left one. So it's A, B, C, D. No. Okay. So A is 2. It could probably be 8 also. D is 4. C is 8. Whoops. 8. Or cancel or whatever. And then B is 5. Right? 5971426 blah blah blah. Release lock. I'm releasing my anima. My inner feminine self. Right in the center of the lift. Okay, let's do a save here though. Let's do a save here, but let's continue on this one. Down? Now I want to click on everything. It's probably not going to be anything here. This is the Anima Relic. Who is it? Who's calling me? Who is it? Who's calling me now? Who's calling? I don't know. I don't know. What should I do? You were waiting for me. Billy? Did you see that? It looked like my gear. Maybe something has happened to your gear. Let's head for the exit and see if any changes has taken place. Oh, everybody's gonna get their upgraded gear. Is that it? Or not here, but Billy's gonna get his here. Maybe we're gonna go do another dungeon. Or maybe they're gonna talk about doing another dungeon. We're actually not gonna do the other dungeon. You girls again. Elements. Yes, that I understood, but kind of only because I rechecked other stuff before. So they were the old elements, and this is the new elements. There's elements that were before. They got their teaching at the Jungen's Academy in Solaris. These are the newer ones, and the old ones were Citan, Sigurn, and who would be the other one? Kylor. We're supposed to know. Ellie's not in there. Jugend. Okay. Or Jugen. Is it Jugen or Jugen? Ramses. So I'm missing one. There were 4. Miang, probably. So am I wrong? The old, the former elements? Miang, Ramses, not Miang. So who's the 4th? We don't know the 4th one. Okay. Elements. I see you've gained a new gear that has been aligned with the Anima Relic. You know that we should have been the ones to have it. We need stronger powers in order for Commander Ramses to realize his long-cherished desires. Yes, for the building of our ideal country, we can't allow you to take it. Like, I don't know why, I think Tolone is an android. I don't know why, it's just because of the way she speaks and the image right there. Even though she also looks like a robot. Are they all robots? So come on, let us have it. You knew what Solaris was doing to surface dwellers, and you know what the situation is like now on Earth, and yet you. What the Gazelle do or whatever happened to the lambs are not my concerns. Each of us have our own obligation to fulfill. We don't have time to deal with affairs concerning you weak and inferior people. Dominia. She's more like Cyborg. Okay. Dominia, do you truly believe that? Yes. Look at yourselves, for instance. Like, she doesn't look as modified as the others. She doesn't have that blank android look. She has human eyes. The others don't look like human eyes. I can't explain it, they just don't. You, the strong and the superior, were the first to preserve yourselves without any mutations. Is that not right? Power and ability have nothing to do with it. It was pure coincidence that we didn't mutate. No, you think it's coincidence, maybe it's not coincidence. People are people, nothing more or less. I admit that they are the weak and powerless, but that's no reason for us to forsake them. We are all the same human beings. So, you wish to give a hand to those who would be saved? You're so nice and kind. How commendable. But, is that really what's best for mankind? You were all once surface dwellers. Yeah, these were all surface dwellers. So the elements are always surface dwellers that they bring up to Solaris. Weren't you all forced to live under the oppression of Solaris? I know that you know how it feels to be a have-not. So why do you? Man, the have-not thing should have been introduced earlier in the game. That they introduced that in like 2 pages of text. I almost can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Like, oh yeah, and like a bunch of people were mutated, some were mutated, so we went to the Solent factory or whatever. That was a cutscene. We didn't play those. Jesse. Oh, Jesse, yes, that makes sense. I know that you know how it feels. Like, and they say like, oh, so the have-nots are the one that have been mutated, and the haves are the ones that not mutated. But I mean, wow. I know that you know how it feels to be have-not, so why do you... People must be able to stand on their own in any circumstances they are in. Overprotection only stunts the will to be independent. This stunts the growth of the people in the world. We've experienced that firsthand. Live by one's own strength, stand on one's own feet. It's sad but true that the weak will be weeded out. But we cannot look back. That is the providence of human existence. That is just the providence of those who are the haves. Huh. So be it then. Show me this providence of yours that wishes to save the meager have-nots. Here I come. Ramses is my favorite character. I've said it multiple times. I think he's the character that evolves and changes the most and is the most, almost the most believable. But still, I don't know all his intentions, all that, but like he's a deep character, deep, so probably very flawed character, but I love him very much. I don't like him as a person. I don't know him as a person enough anyway. In the game, what we know of him is what we know of him. But from what we've seen, it's so interesting. And the fact that he's a surface dweller, like it brings everything into context. He previously been smashed by id in an old cutscene that I've forgotten. In this song? No. These are elements, so I probably should attack the right elements. Like this is Earth probably. I don't know. The one up there maybe wind, left fire. So Earth, I want to attack with wind. And I think wind for him is this. The voice you hear, try to... I'm not hearing any voices. In the music? Oh! Oh, this! Yes, 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 yes! Okay, yeah, it's been... Yeah, I forgot. Now it's almost like white noise, but at the beginning of the game, well, for hours, it was bugging me. Yeah, explain it, definitely. Yeah, I talked over it, but I know what you're talking about. Total sentence imposed is 10. It says that. Interesting. Well, I should focus on the same. Christian Brando? Who the fuck is Christian Brando? Oh. You didn't say the movie, Godfather, Godfather? Total sentence imposed is 10. Total sentence imposed is 10. I'm trying to find the clip and I can't find it. I thought that I would go on YouTube, type in Godfather, total sentence imposed is 10. 10 years, 10 something, I guess. I want to hear it in context. Oh, it's not in the movie. Holy shit. Where did they get that clip then? Why can't I, if I find the clip in fucking 1996, how can I cannot find the clip? That's almost impossible. I refuse to believe this. It's somewhere in the internet. Somewhere. No, it's not Godfather. I need to type in Marlon. No, you're Christian Brando. Well, okay. Is that... Oh my god. Without any spoilers, does that have any significance? That's weird. Well, at first I thought it sounded like English, but without being English. But I never really stopped and tried to listen to it. Once you said total sentence imposed, I'm listening to it and it's clear as day. It's not even... Boom. It definitely has a significance. I'm sure it has. I'm deciding to focus on her now, but she's dead? No. You're weak. 500 damage. Yeah, that's what I thought. 10 something. 10 years, probably. Yeah. It's so weird that it's English and that it's a clip of something that's kind of seems totally unrelated. Well, that's why it sounded so familiar! Holy shit! That's why it was driving me so mad! I was like, I've heard that before. But I played this game before, so I can't know if it's from somewhere else. But now that you say Command and Conquer, yeah, definitely. Definitely. That is so weird. Okay, I need to focus now because Satan's gonna die. They're weak sauce. The green one is wind. The green one, the one at the bottom, is wind. Okay. Okay. Wind is often green, you're right. I forgot that. So I'm guessing the blue one is definitely fire. Because it can't be the red one. That would be too rational, right? We're going non-rational here. We're going with our feminine non-rational side. Not irrational. It's very rational. Is she though? If blue is fire, fuck you, okay? Come on. Blue is earth. Blue is water. Okay. Well, okay, I don't know why, but in the old elements, I feel that Citan was Earth though. I don't know why, but I always felt that Citan was Earth-based. Am I wrong? Is that just my unconscious from maybe when I played it the first time? Anyway, just smash her. Not even in Perfect Works. That seems like a thing that people would want to know, you know. Oh, she's dead. I'll get ya. Uh-oh. No, not you. Don't. Okay, I thought it was holding me or something. Paralyzed. Okay, so we need to kill the healer. Oh no, it's you. Well, you know what? Let's try a big attack on everybody. 77% is kind of shit. Let's try it anyway. Fire? Well, we just killed wind, so let's go with some. And I want to do damage on fire. And again, green alpha. You're right. You're probably right. You know more than me. Sid would be fire since he's from the desert. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I love how she's so happy to be alive. Looks like her character here, the one with the. I don't know why, for me, her sprite just kind of pops more than the others. They're all great. I love these sprites. The 4 old elements were all male. The 4 new elements are all female. Probably significant. Not necessarily in the story, but sometimes just in the philosophy and the symbolism that they want to show in this game, because this game has a lot of symbolism, but it's not overt. It's not like they're really telling you or explaining to you like Freud's philosophy or Carl Jung's philosophy. It's way more using the philosophy, incorporating it into the story. Yeah, I want to attack with you though, because you hit the most, the hardest. Didn't I just try to heal you? Oh, no MP? Okay then. Oh, we can't use Omega Zol outside of combat. Oh. I have this here, Aquazol, 500 HP. Let's go. I don't know why I did circle there. No, yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's usually water. I mean, it's like 99% of the time it's water. I've seen other things. I've seen Earth being very... Might and Magic uses Earth as the healing, I think. I may be wrong. Maybe just defense. But I've seen Earth being healing too, because like nature... I actually don't like the logic of water healing for me, because you drink water and that's life. Oh yeah, we need to do Earth here, which is my favorite. No, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? She's just healing herself, yeah. No, we need to heal everybody. Heal yourself. I don't want people to fall in battle. So I can't remember if it worked this time or Largo. So we know whose fire is. Yeah, she's fire. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Bang. And then the blood is like the petals that go. Oh my god. Beautiful. Have we battled her before? We battled her before. The others, I'm not so sure. But the fire one, I think we battled in... outside of our mech, I mean. I fought all of them outside of their mechs. I don't remember fighting the first one. I don't remember her or sprites. These two sprites, I don't remember. I remember her and maybe the bottom one. Maybe the bottom one, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we're attacking this one. But this game has some of the best pixel art character that I've ever seen in any game. Couple that with their animation, the pixel art and the animation, the what, like 3 or 4 frames of like that fire girl there. That's like 4 frames of animation. But for me it's amazing. It's these 4 frames of animation conveys so much. No, we're still not done with... You only fight the fire and the wind one. Ah, I was right. I was right. The bottom and the bottom too. Yeah, I remembered. I remember. Yeah, no. Outside of combat, we see them a lot. But I mean that this sprite here, that girl that's like this, the water girl that's like this, and I guess she's Earth. Yeah. Why is it so complicated? Why is it so complicated? I don't know why it's so complicated. It's so complicated that I can't even do it correctly. Dominia seemed the one that we saw the most. It looked like she was the leader. She looks like the leader. She looks like the one that's... Yeah, the leader. She's the one that comes in, talks to us. The other kind of add stuff, but... And the game also seems to give her a little more backstory than the others, right? Like her continent was destroyed. She has maybe more... And she's human. Some others don't seem that human also. Yeah, this battle is so easy that I can just fuck around and not focus at all. And we're still doing it. Who's the demi-human in here? Oh, Dominia is demi-human? No? She looks like an elf. She has big ears. I just noticed that, now that you say that. But demi-human in this world is the animal guys, right? Like Hammer Or that dolphin dude. Two are demi-human. Dominia and Seraphita. I'm not sure which one is Seraphita. It would be nice here if they would show the name when you're focusing on these ones. They should show the name of the one you're focusing on. Okay, now rumble her. Come on. The bunny girl. She's a bunny. Oh, I thought that was air. Yeah, fire one. Yeah, I got it. I got it. So these are ears. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I can see it because yeah, the tip is all different color. That's what they usually do for ears. In design in the real world, I don't know. Do you have darker ears? Oh, you're there. Seraphita is the leader, but she doesn't act like the leader. I just healed the water element with my earth attack. What? Oh, I don't know why I do earth. I was doing earth on the bottom one. I don't know, I had earth on the mine. I don't know. I don't even know these combos by heart, which I should at this point, right? No, you're right. I don't too. I prefer rock, paper, scissors kind of thing. Oh, that was earth. Whoops. Well, why does earth heal water though? What? So I want to do fire, and fire is this. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, she took a shit ton of damage from that. Was I completely healing her because I was looking at chat while he was attacking? Maybe? That's possible. She's fire, so we need to do water, which is triangle, circle, circles. Square, square, square. It's getting late. We need to finish this battle. We really need to. It's been really fun to talk with you, though. It's really nice. I'm actually sad that this playthrough won't really be that, like maybe 2 or 3 more streams, right? You say 2 or 3 more streams. That's what you're saying. I'm saying 4 because I'm really slow. Maybe 3. But then I'm feeling that you might not come back. You might not really engage in Discord, so I'm really... That's why I'm exchanging a lot with you, because this might be our last conversation for all I know. Okay, attack. Oh, she just fucking died. She just killed over. The fire element is done. She's just done. Wow. Okay. I remember I killed them all in one single way. That's crazy. I need to stop doing elements because the chances are I'm gonna hit the element that You know, but yes, she's non-elemental. I did Earth on her, and she's. You said she was Earth, and I did Earth on her, and it actually did damage. Did it not? Let's do it again. Well, I mean, she's been assigned maybe the earth element, but she was like, no, I'm not equipping myself or building my character to be weak to. No, I'm non-elemental. That's the way I roll. She used to be Earth, but then her island got destroyed, and since then, I'm building some Edlore in here. She uses all the elements. And this was so easy. It took a while because this is my own fault. This is not a hard battle. That I wouldn't be surprised if there's a. Don't tell me that there's a phase 2 with the mechs now after we're done with this. And another thing is that since we've been into this narration mode where so we went to this cave and that happened, and then we went there and this part where you're actually gonna play this part. I don't know where my mechs are. Do I always have my mechs or not? Like in the beginning in the disc 1, it was really clear when we had them, when we didn't have them. But now it's just like maybe we do have them because we start this dungeon in our mechs, but then we get out of our mechs immediately because the dungeon is entirely in a corridor, a human-sized corridor that I don't think you can bring your mech in. I didn't even try. I thought there would be more dungeons where I can only think of one dungeon that I had to kind of juggle between when I'm in a mech, when I'm not in a mech. You know, there was enemies that were big and small, but I thought that there would be a little more gameplay and like, oh no, in this dungeon I could use my mechs to just stomp them, but if I do, I won't have any fuel. Well, the Demon of Oru, they called it id, and they seem to be pointing that id is the red guy, which is kind of the inner Fae or something like that. Fae before, Fae, other personality Fae. Okay, that's it. I got it. We're gonna end the stream on that. I understand. Like, I just hope that you'll be there for the last stream, and then I'll be able to say, this is what I think. And you'll probably be like, no, that's not it at all. You completely misunderstood everything. I wouldn't be surprised if I misunderstand stuff in the game. I did misunderstand some of the things. Well, not really. A little bit, but other elements arrived not soon afterwards, and I was like, oh, I was able to say, oh, okay, I thought that, but no, but you know, like the first time we saw Faye's dad, just because of the air, it just, for me, it was obviously his dad. Again, I've played this game before, so unconsciously, it's still probably all in there. I just cannot recall it. So I talked about this last time. You weren't there, but I was. Maybe you'll say I'm wrong, but it doesn't feel like they established that in the game. They started talking about id like it was an established character, that we encountered him, that people talked about him, that there was lore behind that, and I was like, when the fuck did that happen? Am I wrong? In my head, it never happened. It was all in the game developer's mind, a scene that they thought they put in and they just didn't. I don't know. You see him, they never says him apart from a little bit here and there, but then they say, oh, you know, when it destroyed Dominia's island, and I'm like, what? Are we supposed to know that? The way they said it was, we knew this information. And I was like, oh, first of all, I did not know that it destroyed this island. Okay? I did not know this island was destroyed. And I certainly did not know that Dominion was from this island. Or if I did, it was literally like a one line somewhere in the game. I know we learned that phase id. That doesn't change anything I just said. I knew Faye was id at the beginning. Again, it was very obvious. There's multiple instances that you see it. You see id flashing in front of Faye. You see people say, oh, I remember your fighting technique. Talking about Ramses says, I remember your fighting technique. Then cutscene with id. At this point, we don't know his name is id, but the red-haired guy. This happened at least 3 times in the fucking game. So the game doesn't say that Faye is id, but I mean, at this point, if you didn't understand that, I think you probably need to restart the entire game from the beginning and restart there, because it's obvious. It's super fucking obvious. As is obvious that Citan is not a bad guy, but that Citan is a Solarian or was in Solaris, and like, I mean, these things are extremely obvious. Yeah, Ramses sees Faye and recognizes him as id. Immediately, first scene he sees him. But he doesn't say the word id. I'm 99% sure he doesn't say id. Again, they don't introduce the word id until all the way at the end of the disc 1. And then it's like id every 2 sentences. But I was like, okay, but like there's a puzzle missing. And it doesn't look like a puzzle that's gonna be revealed later. It really feels like somewhere around the game, maybe I missed it. Maybe in a city you go talk to a guy and the guy says, long ago it destroyed the island of blah 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 and blah 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 blah. That's what we're missing. We're missing this in the middle of the game somewhere. Whatever, it doesn't really matter, but some information that id was part of Solaris and is. I mean they push too much of that information at the end. It's crazy. It's like they and by doing so, I think they shot themselves in the foot, because by doing so they dump all the lore in about like literally 30 minutes. It's crazy. It's like every single element, old stuff that you're supposed to know, but now they really tell you it is that. And then on top of that, all the other things they should have told you before. And I'm like, holy fucking shit! Like, now you're overloading my brain. This game is not a book. I'm gonna play other fights. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna go back to this game. Will I remember all the fucking lore that you dumped in 30 minutes time? That is typical anime, by the way. Like, you will watch an anime, and if in the first couple of minutes you go make some popcorn, or you're not focusing on the movie, halfway in the movie you will completely be lost. Because in the first couple of lines, they introduce 3 of the main characters, where they come from, what's the organization, blah, 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 blah. Like, and they won't repeat it. You're fucked. They will never repeat it that. And that's one of the things that really grates on my nerves, is that I don't know how Japanese brains work, but they're definitely smarter than us, because they will say things once, and that's it. They will never repeat it again, and they will kind of assume that you remember it further down the line. Whereas you go into American Western things, and it's games, it's novels, it's series, it's anime, it's everything. Everything is all about repeating stuff over and over, almost to a sense that I want to punch them in the face, because now they're treating me like I'm 10 years old. But I think there's a middle ground here. I think that movies from the 80s, 90s add that middle ground of giving you some lore, but not too much, repeating stuff, but not too much, not treating you like a fucking imbecile, but not just giving you a tidbit of information and never talking about it again. And at the end of the game, there's a big reveal, and if you forgot the thing they said an hour before, well, you'll be like, huh, I don't get this ending, you know, but whatever. We have We may have fared poorly when we fought in the flesh, but we'll finish you off in our gears. I told you! Oh my god, I might just save here. And... come, follow me. Yeah, we all have our different... because somebody like 2 days ago came in and said, or 2-3 days ago, I was playing Avowed, but I was playing Avowed, Baldur's Gate, Tex Murphy, and Xenogears like at different times, but those are the games on the docket right now. Like right now, there's Tex Murphy, Xenogears, Baldur's Gate because I flushed Avowed, but those 4 games are kind of story-driven games. A couple of them are pretty long, and it was like, how can you follow all these threads and all these stories? And I was like, yeah, you're kind of like in my mind I was like, yeah, Tex Murphy, Xenogears, Baldur's Gate, and Avowed. Okay, maybe that's too much, and I kind of realized that it's a little too much for me. But maybe it's way too much for everybody else, like or anybody who's watching my stream. Maybe people are like, I'm not watching his Baldur's Gate stream or his Xenogears stream because I'm watching Tex and just I'll be just, it's too much. I can just focus on one game, and I'm kind of like at this point I'm almost juggling on the idea of maybe going to one game at a time. Like finish Xenogears, then Tex Murphy, then finish Tex Murphy, then another game, then finish that game, then another game at the same time. I don't know. Because, by the way, Xenogears has been one of the most unpopular games I've ever played on this stream. I know it's literally unbelievable, but that's the fact. So if I would have played this game for a month or two, like I feel that people would have just gone away and being like, he's playing a game I'm not interested in, and if the game after this he's also not interested in, like he'll probably never come back. He'll watch somebody else, and like I kind of try to have some kind of viewer retention here, and also I like to switch between games. I don't know, it's difficult. I think it's this. I don't know. I'm not my audience. I'd like to be. Just a second. You're seeing the list of games. You've seen the list of games. You mentioned that you watched the list of games that's down there, so you know exactly what type of game I play. It's mainly RPGs, point and click, but I play a lot of things. It's not just, I'm not a genre kind of guy. I'm a story character kind of guy. So it could be Command & Conquer or StarCraft because the story is good and the character is good, necessarily because of the game itself. The game is important also. But like I play RTSs, I play point and click adventure game, I play RPGs, I play adventure games, like just sort of third person kind of adventure game, RPG-ish, anything that touches a story. I'll probably play if it's a good game. So that's why I played Deus Ex, I played some Baldur's Gate, I played Unreal, I played the Half-Life, I played the King Quest series, the Space Quest series, the point and click series, so anything that has a story with characters, I'll probably, and if it's a good game, I'll probably play it on here. After Xenogears, we're gonna play the only games that go out a little bit of that is I played all the Star Trek games from the 70s, when it started, like on mainframe computers, though I did play kind of a DOS-box conversion of that, but I played like these old games all the way to the DOS version of those games, all the way up to the 2000s, and now I'm playing the Star Trek games from the 2000s. So when I was playing all these games, of course, there's a couple of games in there that weren't really my style. There was Game Boy games in there, NES games. They're pretty short, so I did kind of probably finish them. There's a couple of I didn't. But there was a lot of adventure games. That's why I chose to do these Star Trek games. And there was so many adventure games. No RPG, unfortunately. I think an RPG Star Trek could have been amazing. Easily doable. Easily, not even hard. And the next game that I'll play after Tex Murphy is going to be like a third-person PlayStation. You probably know it because you seem to be more console-oriented, but maybe not. Star Trek Invasion, I think it's called. So that'll be kind of outside of what I usually play, but it's still a space game. I'm very sci-fi oriented. cyberpunk-ish. So everything that touches all these things, I'm gonna touch, and I'm not really. I don't care if it's on console, if it's on PC. I don't care about the console itself. I care if it's a good game or not. It's a complete coincidence that I'm playing this PlayStation 1 game, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna play another PlayStation 1 game when the last game on PlayStation I played is probably like Parasite Eve from 2 or 3 years ago. And then I probably won't play another PlayStation game until like another 5 years or something. Probably not. Well, I probably because again, it's not. I wanted to play Vagrant Story. I wanted to play Legend of the Dragoon. But if this game is not able to bring people here, and I'm not able to have, well, I'm having a discussion with you, but we almost didn't meet. I mean, I'm almost done with this game. Like, it was a 1 in a million chance that you dropped on my stream. So, um, will I play these other games that I think are poorer and not as high quality writing as this, when this has been like a gigantic on my channel? This is one of the top 5 or top 10 games that I would say, like, this represents me, like Deus Ex, like Fallout, like Baldur's Gate, like System Shock 2. This represents like Camilio, and nobody gives a shit. So what can I do? I can't like tell you, watch this game, be interested. I can just play it and hope that people see it for what it is. It's not a game that you can watch one stream there, skip 2 stream, and go and watch another stream, and you'll be able to grasp everything. No, you will be completely lost. You need to watch almost every single stream. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. That's another reason why I'm playing a game and then another game and then the same game and another game. If you want to keep up, you might have the time, but I'm wondering if it's just too much. People just can't keep up. So people are not interested in watching. Like, I think that maybe it would have been better to just condense this into like a 1 month of just Xenogears. Because at that point, maybe people would have been like, that's the game Camille's playing, so I'm going to watch it. But now I'm playing other games. So people are maybe like, oh, okay, I have a couple of hours in my day that I want to watch Camille's stream, so I'm going to watch his Baldur's Gate stream. Because that's what interests me. I don't know. And I'm not going to ask. If people want to tell me, cool. I found the Xenogear category. Well, that's just because I decided to skip to put myself into the Xenogear category, because I realized, I don't know, even like, I think it was an accident, because I assumed that it was not a super popular category, but it has 15,000 followers, which is very nice. Because if you look at something like Fallout or something like that, it's probably around those numbers, 15, 20,000. That's great. Like, if that category has that amount of followers, I'll probably stream it. I don't stream Tex Murphy in the Tex Murphy Overseer category, because there's literally 500 followers. But maybe I should. Maybe 3 of those followers there are old developers of that game, and they might see me stream because I don't know. I feel that if I'm streaming in this category, nobody's gonna find me. If I'm streaming in the retro category, at least people that are browsing the retro category, which there always is, people browsing that category, because it's so diverse and you can spend 15-30 minutes just looking at all the games that people are playing on retro, and you'll have all sorts of surprises. It's mostly shit. So I think I thought I stuck out like a sore thumb, but not in a negative way. I thought that, my God, my streams are so different and so like kind of niche that probably I'll be able to like attract some people, but not really. I've been streaming for so many years. I won't go into this. By the way, I have so many things to say about that. I almost recorded myself for 30 minutes and put on Discord. I had so many things to say, and then I decided not to, and I will not do this now. It's come to? Is that what you're talking? XCX? What is that? Xeno Chronicle Oh, okay. If you really want viewers for this game, you should wait until next Neo Blink comes out. It gets busy when the newer games release. Woof. Yes and no. I mean, I did that a little bit, but it's literally totally kind of a little random. It's very random. Like it's very random. I was playing this thing and nobody was watching, and now I've been renting for 30 minutes, and now there's 6 people watching this shit. Like, what's going on? It's very random. It's just people finishing doing their stuff, and oh, I'm gonna go on Twitch, and oh, there's this guy is there. And I have a stream that will, like, there'll be one guy for like 2 hours, and then the next day I'll start my stream, and 30 minutes into the stream, yesterday's stream, Sunday's usually a good day for me. There was like 12, 14 people, and then I got rated twice. But even before I got rated, I was able to hit 14 viewers organically, which is, for me, like, just like, wow. But I used to do that. I used to be able to do that back then, like when I was about 3 years, and like just before COVID. So much shit has happened since then. There's always people playing this game. I don't know if they are right now, but when I started streaming, there was 36 people playing or something like that. But 36 people watching, probably just one stream, but like, I'm not gonna wait for the next game to come out to play this game. I just wanted to play this game now because it interests me now. Again, it's not just about attracting viewers. It's also like this game, in my mind, this game should have interested a lot of people that were interested in other games I've played, notably Deus Ex, System Shock, Final Fantasy, because it's a JRPG. Even though Final Fantasy were definitely not the most popular also. Again, I think when I'm going into something that's somewhat popular like this, it's when it's then that I have lower viewers. It seems that, I mean, there's exception, Baldur's Gate, XCOM, whatever. But it seems that when I go very, very, very niche, then there's a lot of people coming in. Because they're like, what the fuck is that game? And then depending, if it's not good, they won't be there for the second or third stream. But the first stream of a given game, if it's kind of unknown, like tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll finish Tex Murphy. Thursday I'll start the Star Trek game, the PlayStation 1 game. Again, it's just, it could be so random because there's so many random things going on, but I feel that first Thursday stream, there's going to be a lot of people coming in, and they're not going to stay long. They're just going to be like, what is this game? They're going to watch for 5, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and then they're going to be, I'm gone. And then the second stream of that game, there's probably going to be no one, or almost no one. That's what the second or third stream. I don't know how many streams. It's a short game. I don't think it's going to be more than 4 streams. But yeah, it's just like I played the Pixel remastered versions. I can't believe that we're actually going to reload before this battle. The next fight. The stream is essentially done. I'm sorry for those who were waiting for me to continue the game. Oh no, I'm just talking with Kilo right now. But you can chime in if you're there and you want to say anything. Yeah. That's another thing I've noticed, and I'm just saying this because now I don't give a shit. It's 11:40 and I'm just talking. And then Kilo, if you want to go away, whatever, I don't care. Well, I care, but you know. You live your life, but it feels like when I'm in Oh, Voltron, you mean? Power Rangers. It's fucking Voltron. This is Voltron. Didn't you say you were 53 years old? No, you didn't say you're... Somebody else earlier said, no, it was 52 years old. No, you played this game 53 times. Yeah, I grew up on Voltrons. When Power Rangers came in, I was like, that's the 6th iteration of combining robots I saw. I love this. This is my shit. I I didn't remember this was in the game. I think I said earlier in this stream that I had a hard-on for robots, combining robots. Oh yeah! With the lion! The Voltron! This is so fucking Voltron, it's crazy. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna come in my pants. I don't want to fight you, I want to join you. I want to assemble with you guys. Usually it's 5. They're only 4, so it's not as good as Voltron. This is okay. I don't care about this silliness. Like, we're inside this very, very serious battle and place, and these guys, well, very, very, somewhat serious, right? And then we have this Voltron section, and you need to see Voltron. If you think this is Power Rangers, go on YouTube and type Voltron assemble. And I shit you not. If it's not Voltron, it's something else, but they just mimicked an animation that I saw in old like animes from the 80s. It's maybe not Voltron, because I'm looking at Voltron right now. Really Voltron-esque. There was another mech with the lion at the top here, and I had that mech when I was young. And it's not Voltron. It's another one. There's so many of them. Assembling robots, guys. Anyway, Voltron is the fucking shit. I don't know if all Voltron is OG. Super Sensa. Oh, maybe. Oh, no, but Super Sentai, that's so old, though. That's kind of recent, no? When did... It's probably mimicking the thing of the time, so if it was like the Super Sentai from 1997 or 96 or something, maybe. Right? It couldn't be after that. They're not mimicking something that came out after. Like it would probably be Giken Su Sentai Car Ranger. Anyway, I should stop here. This playthrough will end up on YouTube, and there'll be like a 45-minute at the end of the playthrough of just talking about stuff. That is... It is what Power Rangers was made for. I know. And it started in the 70s. But did they have this like amazing animation with all the parts? Because it looks more like something that would be animated, like drawn, instead of like, because the Super Sentai were live action. Anyway, amazing stuff. This game, it's just... Even in 1998, it was kind of a nostalgic throwback to old stuff. Because, I mean, Carl Jung wasn't recent. third wasn't recent. Any of the reference and Gnostic religions and like the even like it's all nostalgia. And now I'm playing this nostalgic game that was a nostalgic game back in 1998. It's Ouroboros. Anyways, I won't even rate somebody. Thanks for watching, everyone. This was great. Thank you, Keylor, for joining us. Great conversations. I'm gonna play more of this on Wednesday, and I'm gonna take it slow because I actually don't want this game to finish. And you just told me that the game we're almost done. We're almost done with the game, which it's almost unbelievable that there seems to be so much left to tell. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Tomorrow, Tex Murphy at 8. And yeah, that's it. Ciao.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that!